Welcome to the MamasteFit YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to be walking you through a mindfulness exercise to help kind of reduce anxiety and stress that you may be feeling in motherhood, especially in the early postpartum. For me, I definitely felt way more anxious in the early postpartum due to a big jump in hormones that happen pretty much immediately after birth. And so it can be a really stressful time for you as you're transitioning into this new chapter in your life. And so with this breathing exercise, we hope that it helps you find a little bit of peace and down-regulate so that you can approach motherhood with a little bit more calmness.
Hi, welcome to MamasteFit On Demand. I'm Casey Backus, physical therapist and yoga instructor, and I have our founder, Gina Conley, with me. Today, we're going to move through a breathing exercise geared toward helping us ground a bit in the postpartum transition. And so just kind of finding our seat under us, finding our feet under us, finding our breath. And we're really thinking our nervous system. So that kind of overall sense of I am where my feet are. And our brains can be going really fast and we can have big emotions, lots going on in that time period. And so we offer this session as just a brief moment of support, of clarity in times when it might be just feeling like a little bit foggy and wild in that transition. And so we will get started. Gina's in a comfortable seat. We use these bolsters. You could sit on a couch cushion. A couple folded towels would work. And we really encourage you just to drop down and have a seat just as you are. So we're wearing yoga clothes. It doesn't matter. So just drop down as you are and find a comfortable seat. Gina's in cross-legged easy pose, and you could sit that way. You could sit hips to heels. You could even lay down on your back. And so wherever you can find a comfortable seat, let the eyes start to close or lower. And let your senses tune in. And so if you imagine kind of your brain is a little bit busy, like a snow globe that's been shaken up, just think about letting that kind of sand, that kind of flurry of activity, let it settle. And kind of in your mind's eye, let the water of your mind get clear. And we'll just do a little visual scan, checking in. Exhale the breath all the way until you feel empty. Pause a little at the bottom, and then when you feel ready, draw a breath of air in through the nose. Easy pause at the top, so no panic, no long hold, but just listen to the body when it says let it go. Just kind of release that breath down through the nose. Little pause at the bottom. And through the nose, inhale. Big pause at the top. Hold on just a little longer, just to that point of maybe slight discomfort, slight readiness. And then when your body tells you it's done with it, let that breath go. A little bit trickier to pause at the bottom. Now, when your body says it needs air, take another long breath in, maybe sitting up a little taller this time. Good. You could stay with that pace of breathing. It's a bit of giving our mind something to do. Following the breath in and out. And we'll move into an equal parts breath, sometimes called box breathing. And the next time you exhale, get really empty and pause. For a count of 4 through the nose, inhale. Nice big pause at the top. Pause for 4, 3, 2, 1. Equal exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, empty, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll continue with that. Inhale for 4. In your mind's eye, maybe seeing the sides of a box. Pause for 4. Big exhale for 4. Pause and we'll take about 3 more breaths just like that through the nose. Inhale, tongue to the roof of the mouth, soften the jaw, little space between the back teeth. Pause. Easy exhale. Pause, empty. About 2 more rounds of breath. And we can consciously tap into our breathing and shift the pace. It's a signal of safety to our nervous system. It's a signal of coming home into the body. A body and a life that may be feeling a little chaotic. A new transition, whether it's first baby, fourth baby. It is change. It is transition. It is the pause between where we were and where we're headed. Shift the breath into whatever feels a little bit more natural to you. We'll stay just for another short bit, another minute or so. Resting in the ease of conscious breathing practices. You might feel a softness across the cheeks, maybe a little tingling in the top of the head, or the warmth of your thighs on your palms as they last intentional round of breath here. You'll bring your palms together at heart center and start to rub them back and forth, creating just a little friction, a little warmth, tuning into what that sensation feels like. And then totally up to you. You can take your kind of warmed up hands, you can take them to your cheeks, you can take them to your eyes. Bit of a grounding practice, tuning into sensation, tuning into yourself. Just a brief moment, and then hands return to heart center. Blinking, the eyes open, but keeping the gaze lowered, and perhaps just noticing shift. A calm, a spaciousness, a clarity. And know that that clarity is available to you, even in tiny, tiny moments in your busy day. Thank you for trusting us to support you in your journey. Namaste.
Thank you so much for joining us for this mindfulness exercise. We hope that it helps you kind of bring you down a little bit to help tune in to how you're feeling within your body and to help activate more of that parasympathetic nervous system. If you enjoyed this mindfulness practice, be sure to check out our online pre- and postnatal yoga on-demand classes. With our on-demand classes, they're pre-recorded videos that range from 5 minutes to 30 minutes, so you can kind of choose a time frame that works best for you. Casey teaches all of our yoga classes, and we regularly update the program with new classes every month. You can check out all of our fitness on-demand programs on our website at MamasteFit.com and use code YouTube10 to get 10% off any of our online offerings.